How important is water conservation in livestock farming? Extension Livestock Officer for Carriacou and Petite Martinique, Acarlijuan Fleary, responds.
Okay, water conservation is very critical, right? And the reason for that is because water is needed by animals for the basic daily function, bodily function that is, right? For example, water is needed for temperature regulation. Water is needed to get rid of waste, for them to pass the stool. Water is needed for digestion, right? So water is a pivotal factor, right, as it concerns livestock. Now, it is very important as well that when you have water for your animals, the water should be clean water. The same water that you are drinking, you should be offering that to the animals, not giving them dirty water, water that is discolored. And the reason for that is because when they drink this water, it makes them sick. They can come down with diseases, right? And once they come down with diseases, it hampers their growth. The dirty water stops or stunts their growth. And that is because when they eat their food, the nutrition should be going towards their growth, but now the nutrition has to be channeled towards fighting off disease and to keep them healthy. So you'll see a slower growth rate in these animals that are drinking unclean water, right? Another thing, water must be readily available for the animals. They must be able to drink the water ad lib, right? You shouldn't put any stress on the animal of them being in an area where they want water and they cannot have access to water when you fail to give them water, okay? So that will reduce stress as well. There's also economic benefits, right? For example, if you have your water stockpile somewhere in a container, a pond, or whatever it is, it reduces your bill to the water company, right? Imagine that you have to wash your pens down every single day, right? If you have water that you have put away, for that, it reduces your water bill, okay? It also have an environmental protection. For example, you don't want your animal to have access to the water that you have put away for their use. For example, the pond. The animals will go to the pond, they will drink ad lib, yes, but at the same time they're doing that, they're defecating and they're urinating into the same water and they are drinking that same water. So you want to prevent these things, okay? So all these are ways in which water is very critical for our livestock.